Today, we bring you a shocking update from Denton, Texas, where a major prostitution racket has been uncovered. For Indian students arrested in Denton, Texas on charges like solicitation of prostitution and evading arrest, and how might these legal issues affect their visa status and even future immigration prospects? Best.
They're going to be potentially asked visa interview about the issue and have to provide an explanation. In that circumstance, they have to be clear on their DS-160s, about what's happened, and then that information really needs to line up. And if it doesn't, then they could look at one of those 221Gs with an inadmissibility finding. So it complicates everything in your legal process, in your immigration process. The other issue where that's going to come up too is going to be adjustment of status. In the future, if they are lucky enough to, be able to apply for that LPR, it's going to come up definitively. So that it's going to, unfortunately, be something that they're dealing with here for pretty much the remainder of their immigration status in the United States. I would say, first off, generally speaking, you need to get a criminal attorney. And that criminal attorney needs to be aware of your immigration status, because they have to make special considerations as a result of the fact that you are not a U.S. citizen. I think the next thing that needs to be done is you need to be working in tandem with your immigration attorney, so that you guys aligned kind of on what the strategy is moving forward, because again, there does need to be that special consideration taken.
Could you provide insight into how such legal issues might impact their visa status or future immigration prospects as well? Because since we are always talking about immigration, could you please shed some light into this very recent case as well, and also maybe give out some tips to immigrants out there how to be careful?
Sure. And I think a lot of students, they are coming here to study. And one of the requirements is they go to school and they follow the law 100%. There is no lenience, there is no leeway. And majority of the people do it. But unfortunately, once in a while, we do see the students, they get involved, they have brushes with the law, and they get in trouble. And so lately, in the last 1 year, 2 years, I have seen an uptick in RFEs. Somebody applies for their OPT, STEM OPT, or they apply from F1 to H1. And then we see an RFE saying, you have been arrested in the past because of this so-and-so reasons. So the bottom line is, any kind of an arrest could cause a major impact to your immigration process, even if it's a small arrest. So from that viewpoint, I think what has happened in the last 2 days in the news that has come out is there were a bunch of people arrested in Texas, in Denton County. And this is for solicitation of people for sexual work. So it is not, these students, they were not really doing any human trafficking. They were not involved in any sex racket. They were not really doing all those things. All they did is solicit a prostitute. So basically what they did is they solicited somebody and thought they can get some sexual work out of them. Even solicitation is a crime. It doesn't have to be human trafficking. It does not have to be sex racketing, all those kinds of stuff. In Texas, what has happened is, until 2021, if somebody goes and tries to meet up with a prostitute, just a solicitation. So it was not really a felony, it used to be a misdemeanor. And what that meant is solicitation, which is not the actual prostitution, but just going and asking somebody for some sexual favors for money is involved. It was not that big of a crime. But starting 2021, there was a new law passed in Texas, and this is specific to Texas. So even something simple like solicitation is considered a huge crime. It's actually a felony now. And when we talk about felonies have a huge immigration impact. If somebody has a felony on the record, they probably will not be able to get through anything with immigration. They will not probably get green cards. They might not get visas. Misdemeanors, one-time misdemeanor, if it's a small crime, depending on the crime, maybe. But if it's a felony, it's always a given that they probably will never have an approval from USCIS. They probably will not get visas, and so on. And what that means for all of us. Normally, why do people get arrested? If somebody gets drunk and drives, the police catches them, it's an immediate arrest. So DUI is a very, very serious offense. They get arrested. I personally dealt with a lot of cases in Denton County where people got arrested, stealing in Walmart. people got arrested for DUI. Any arrest will flag up. I mean, so all these cases that I've been talking about where somebody got arrested, we immediately in a month, we saw Department of State contact these people and say your visa got cancelled. So even a small arrest. So anytime there is an arrest, your visa more than likely will get cancelled. And not only that, depending on the nature of the crime, you might not even be eligible for getting a future visa.
Are you an IT consultant seeking a new opportunity? We offer job placement services for US citizens, green cards, EADs, and visa holders. We also sponsor various work visas like H-1B, E3, TN, and green cards. 20 plus years of experience in the industry. Exceptional employee benefits. Highly rated by our employees. Global presence with 200 plus recruiters and direct clients. Connect with us. Call us on the number 833-412-8472 or mail us at support@higheritpeople.com or visit our website www.higheritpeople.com.